Can bump up the audio here a little bit. Yeah, that's better. All right, bring that a little closer. Sorry about that. All right, so we're going to build a macropad because I need one for streaming, and it's always nice to have one. I could buy one off the shelf, but I like to make stuff, so we'll make one. And the first step in making that will be to make a prototype. And for that, we are going to need a few things. So let's switch to the overhead camera for this. So I bought an ItsyBitsy RP2040 from Adafruit, and this is one of those new microcontrollers that are built on around the Raspberry Pi Foundation's RP2040 chip, which is very inexpensive chip. You can actually buy just the chip that you can see here. Let me get that a little closer to see if I can get a close-up on that thing. Maybe not. Maybe just zoom here. I'm already zoomed in to the max. There you go. So that's the ItsyBitsy from Adafruit. There you go, that's a beautiful view. And that's the chip in the middle. You can recognize the Raspberry Pi logo here. So this comes from Adafruit, but the chip comes from the Raspberry Pi Foundation. Ooh, focus. Am I on manual focus on this thing? Maybe I am. Alright. So, Adafruit does things well. I really like this company. They give us headers. So the first thing we're going to do is solder those headers onto the chip here, onto the controller. So one on each side, and we'll probably also cut a little bit for those pins here, why not? Although, you know, we're just going to put that on a breadboard, so it's probably not going to be very useful, so we don't need that many pins anyway. We have enough here on the side, so we'll stay with that. We'll need some wires here that we'll use to solder, and also have, so this will do for the prototype. What this is actually a set of sample keys. So you have actually keys of different nature. You have some clicky ones, some linear ones, some tactile ones. It's a pretty wide range of keys. I like those that are Kayo box pink. And then we're going to just solder directly on those guys. And the little plastic thing here is just some quickly 3D printed support that I printed. Alright, so let's turn on the horrible noise of the fume extractor. This is terrible. Soldering iron. And we'll get started. So, this should be it. So let's put one of those on each side and we'll just solder them. You know what? I will put them on the breadboard so that I don't get misaligned. And that that looks fire. Alright. don't like that. I will actually push it in so it's more stable. So let's just remove that guy, push the pins in into the breadboard so it's nice and stable. And the distance that I need is, okay, so those pins here. And actually we won't need all of those, so I should probably cut those guys. Or I can cut them later, it's fine. So that's one row, that's done. Switch to the other one. There you go. So we're done for that part. That looks fine for the most part. Yeah. Right, so should fix that autofocus thing. Where is the autofocus on this thing? Alright, so next step is soldering some wires on those switches here, and then we'll be able to get that to the breadboard. I'm probably going to sacrifice some breadboard wires. But I'll do that next time. That was actually a quick one. Yeah, that's it for this video. I will continue this macropad prototype later.